Cities are growing, the cost of living is growing, interest rates are staying up there. How do you even buy and invest when the prices of everything just keeps increasing? In this video, we're gonna give you 4 things that I think that you can do to do just that, and we're getting into it right now. Now, as an active real estate agent, I know what you're being told because I've taken the same training, and that's buy, buy, buy. Get the house. Ownership is the only way to wealth. 90% of people's or individuals' wealth has grown from real estate. And on the foundational level, I will tell you that is absolutely true. That is correct. However, do you do it at the expense of being house rich and cash poor? If you're living in a city like here in Austin or surrounding areas, like the median home price in Austin is right above $500,000. So what do you do for a down payment on that? Well, you can do the live-in, right? The FHA 3.5%, but now you're looking at 3.5% of over $500,000. And hey, maybe that's what you've had saved for a rainy day. Do you put all of that into a house and then now you have zero for backup or emergency money? I don't know. Maybe that works for you, but I think there's a better way of going about it. Because why would you want to buy a property that you can only stay in and sleep in and you can't afford to do anything else, right? So a lot of times I get a lot of flack being an apartment locator because people are saying, hey, like you're telling people to rent. And I say, no, I have 4 steps that I always try to work with my clients on. And they are just essentially, if you can buy, then buy. But if you can't, rent, build or multiply inflows, stack cash from those inflows, then buy or invest. That's easy. So I'm not saying not to buy. If you can buy, do it, because I honestly believe the price point that you're getting for properties today will definitely be lower than what they're going to be, say, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years from now. So if you can buy, please, by all means, buy. But if you can't, I think there's another way that we can go in order for you to acquire property and not have to sacrifice your life doing it. Let's go jump into the first one. Rent. Whether this is renting a house, renting an apartment, renting out a room, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you're into, rent, because there are associated costs with purchasing and buying a home that doesn't come with renting, right? There are no property taxes, right? There aren't any repairs that you're going to be held to or liable for when you're renting, right? Any foundational repairs, and I went to number 3, we're going to go back to number 2. Like if you have to repair the foundation or roof, or if you have to do a knock down a room or put something up or redo the sheetrock, whatever, right? Those are all costs you don't have to pay for when you rent. Now, the thing is, if you're renting, this is not the time to go party and splurge. Go enjoy life, right? Have a couple steak dinners if you're into that, or just go have some time and drinks with friends, whatever, right? Live life, because you're not going to get another one. But let's not be frivolous with the money, right? We just touched on 2 things: property taxes and unscheduled repairs when you own a house. Like, you now own those when you buy a property. But when you're renting, act like you have these and put the funds you would put toward these 2 things, put it away, stash it, build up the cash, right? Don't go crazy. Put something away. Understand that you are renting with owning in mind, okay? That brings us to number 2. Add or multiply inflows. Before we get into that, let's define inflows, right? I'm defining inflow as monetary resources that flow in, right? So that can be revenue, that can be wages, right? Maybe you get a second or third job, whatever you have to do where you are, right? Maybe that's dividends, right? Maybe that's just passive income. But I don't want to mention all 4 of those things all the time. So I just say inflow, right? So add the inflow. If you're working a job, you have a stable job right now, Maybe is there something you can do on the side? Maybe there's something that you can do online, right? Maybe there's something that you can partner with someone on, like a business, and you have part equity or percentage because you're contributing to the growth of that business. Whatever, there are a variety of ideas and resources and people online who are giving you ideas around how you can add inflow to where you are. Now, once you do that, we go on to the third one. Stack that inflow. Stack it up, okay? Again, enjoy yourself, live life, but don't go crazy, right? Because we are renting with ownership in mind, okay? Always remember that. And so that means that the money, the additional money that's coming in from number two, which is adding and multiplying inflow, now we're going to save, if you can, all of it, but a good portion of it, right? Because you have the steady job, you have the steady money that's coming in. Let's say you're working a job, you're making $70,000 a year. Then you add an inflow. Let's say you're doing an online store, and then you're just like, hey, well, you know what? I can get that running on its own. Now let me do something part-time. And now you have three inflows: your main job, the online store or the online initiative or online course or schooling or whatever you decide it to be, plus the part-time job. Stack 70 to 80% of the additional inflows in addition to what you're already stacking from the job, right? Again, live life, have a good time, right? But don't live off of the additional inflows, right? And as you are working, online storing, and part-timing, now you're seeing money being put away, right? That money starts accumulating. It starts getting bigger, more, right? And then it takes you to the fourth step that I mentioned, and that is then buy or invest. Because once you put the down payment into the property, now you're not house rich, cash poor, because maybe now your main income is taking care of that property, and you still have these two inflows bringing money in, and now you can continue living. Now you can continue enjoying life. And if something comes up that's unexpected, like a repair in your property, you have the cash to do it. Or if property taxes increase, you don't have to worry about it because you have three inflows coming in. And once you move into the property or you acquire the investment, you still have three inflows, right? So the whole point of this video is you can still own and purchase a property even if you're renting without having to sacrifice the life that you want to live and sacrifice why you probably moved to Austin or surrounding areas or anywhere that you may be moving. I want to give you a path forward to not only enjoy life, but also get ahead. That's the main purpose of this video. We're going to wrap it up because this is more of what I recommend for you. And maybe this is helpful, maybe it isn't. Maybe I can go down into more details on each one of those. If so, let me know, leave it in the comments, happy to do it. But I hope this gives you some type of insight, some type of idea on how you can get both ownership and a fulfilled life. And with that, I'm Marcus Jordan with the Premises Place Group, brokered by eXp Realty. If we can help you in any way with renting or investing or buying, please give us a shout. Love to help. And we will see you on the next one.